Hello there. My name is Jason Perkins. I'd like to welcome you to another episode in the Georgia Workers' Compensation video series. I'm an attorney who specializes in handling Georgia workers' compensation cases. I created this series of videos because I want to provide people who have been hurt at work with helpful information about Georgia's workers' compensation laws and the benefits they can receive under those laws. Today I want to talk to you about second opinions for workers' compensation surgeries. Now, the first question is, how does surgery get recommended to you in a workers' compensation case? It usually happens in one of two ways. The first way is you're treating with your authorized treating physician, who's your main workers' compensation doctor, and at some point that doctor recommends surgery. Another way that surgery gets recommended is when your authorized treating physician refers you out to a specialist. So sometimes you might have an injury and the initial doctor you see is an urgent care physician or primary care physician or a general orthopedic doctor. And that doctor may treat you for a little bit and then say, you need to see an orthopedic specialist. Maybe you've had a neck or a back injury and they refer you over to a spine specialist. And then that doctor begins treating you and recommends surgery. Now, this doctor is technically not your authorized treating physician, but they are an authorized doctor in your workers' compensation case because you were referred to them by your authorized treating physician. So that doctor could recommend and perform surgery as well. Now, when surgery is recommended to you, you may be interested in having a second opinion about your case before you get that surgery done. And if so, can you get that second opinion about whether the workers' compensation surgery is necessary or not? Yes, you can get that second opinion. And there's actually a few different ways in your workers' compensation case that you can get that done. The first way is by actually changing doctors. So you could change to a different doctor. And there's different ways to do that. This is actually a change in authorized treating physician normally. One way you could change is by selecting a different doctor off of the panel of physicians. Or another way is by agreeing with the workers' compensation insurance company to a change of doctors. Now, this is not truly a second opinion because really you're completely changing your doctor. So it's not like you're just getting another opinion and you can go back to your first doctor. Once you've changed, you may not be able to go back to the first doctor anymore because you agreed to have a new authorized treating physician in your workers' compensation case. So if you really want a second opinion, one of the main ways that people get that done in workers' compensation is through what's called an independent medical evaluation. In certain situations in workers' compensation case where you're getting workers' compensation benefits for being out of work or have recently gotten benefits for being out of work on a weekly basis, you can get an independent medical evaluation. Now, you only get one independent medical evaluation in your entire case, paid for by the workers' compensation insurance company. So you've got to decide whether this second opinion might be the right time to use that or whether you'd rather save that for later. But if you do use that, it entitles you to an evaluation by a doctor of your choosing. Have the workers' compensation insurance company pay for that evaluation. So it's one way to get a second opinion about whether you need surgery. Another way that you can get a second opinion is just by paying for a second opinion evaluation yourself. You can do that as many times as you want to, but obviously you have to worry about the cost of that because the insurance company is not required to reimburse you for that. They're only required to pay for that one-time independent medical evaluation. Other than that, they don't necessarily have to pay for other second opinions that you might want to get. Now, you may also have a question whether the insurance company can get a second opinion about whether surgery is needed. Yes, they can, and they often do, especially when the surgery is expensive. So the insurance company can also get an independent medical evaluation done, where they can pick a doctor to give a second opinion about whether surgery that's been recommended is needed or not. And they often do this. The big downside to you is when they do this, it's probably going to delay your medical treatment because they're not going to approve the surgery that's been recommended until that second opinion has come back. And if that second opinion doctor comes back and says you don't need that surgery or it's not related to your workers' comp injury, then the insurance company is probably not going to agree to pay for that surgery. So you may actually have to request a hearing and go to court to make sure that you get the treatment that you need. Because I expect that you want to recover from your injury as soon as you can. So delaying your treatment is a big problem in your workers' compensation case. Hope you found this information about second opinions for workers' compensation surgeries helpful. If you have, please let me know that. One of the best ways you can do that is by liking this video or giving it a thumbs up. If you've got more questions about workers' compensation, whether it has to do with second opinions, medical treatment, or any other workers' compensation issue, I'd encourage you to reach out and get a free consultation about your case so you can get those questions answered. There's two easy ways you can set up a consultation with me if you'd like to do that. First is by calling the phone number at the bottom of the screen, and the other is by reaching out to us through our website, which is www.perkinslawtalk.com. Just click on and submit the free consultation request form, and a member of our workers' compensation team will reach out to you and get a consultation scheduled. I'd like to thank you again for watching this video today, and want to wish you the best of luck as you recover from your injuries.